Hello and welcome back to Diablo 3 and the Reaper of Souls beta. My name's Lumin and right now, we're in the Halls of Agony. It has been far too long since I've been down here and I'm just super keen. Super keen. Let's bust up in here. Come on. That is possibly the best way of using Blessed Hammer. Standing amongst a circle of mobs like that, and then just casting a whole bunch of them, because every single hammer is almost guaranteed, if you use it in that location, to hit every single one of them. It's great. So if they just keep this up, well, it is going to be a cinch. I'm also kind of wondering about how easy or difficult the butcher is going to be, because I was leveling my character through Act 5 again to try and sort of catch up to where I was meant to be, and I was having a really tough time. Now the main reason for that is because I wasn't focusing on picking up gear and stuff, but I was getting killed a lot. Everything was doing a whole lot more damage to me. I'm just wondering if it's going to be sort of the same at some point here. I don't know. Maybe they boosted the effectiveness of the Crusader a little bit. Well, you know, for testing purposes. That would be fun. I wouldn't blame them for doing that. I'm guessing that that's their #1 design goal for the game to be fun. Increase the damage on everything. Make it more durable too. That's what they should be saying to each other. This place. Man. This is the first real feeling of Diablo that you get when you head down here. Although I suppose some of the other crypts and darker stuff that you sort of explore before you get here also has that feel about it. But this place is just grim. And there's some pretty disgusting stuff down here too. Come on! Come on, big guys. How about ye? Were there 2 groups here? Cormac, buddy, I'm sorry about the shield. I keep forgetting to give him one of the new shields. Now I was in town and I disenchanted everything. You've got to be kidding. Oh, dude's gonna use a dagger again. I can't believe it. You know, it seems like it's just meant to be. It's meant to be. They keep giving me daggers with much more DPS than the weapon that he's currently got equipped. So I gotta give it to him.
I am convinced that some malevolent being is attempting to wrest control of my thoughts away from me. Voices direct me to horrendous acts, and there are times when I seem unable to control my body. Lazarus knows. This is certain. He looks at me strangely when he thinks me otherwise disposed.
I was always kind of happy and a little bit hopeful even about the fact that he knew what was going on. The fact that he knew didn't last that long, we know that, but it was comforting to know that all of Leoric wasn't just gone right away. Maybe it's just me, but I was happy to hear that the dude was genuinely struggling with all of this. You know what, that's just not right. I made it through there. I was definitely clear of that. So consecration. I don't know, man. I'm thinking I'm gonna drop consecration at some point. It isn't really currently at least doing it for me.
My studies indicate that a high-level cleric of the Zakaroon named Agony began to sense the corruption that was eating away at the heart of his faith. He knew this corruption would eventually destroy his beloved church, and that he must take action. After much prayer, Agony hit upon the idea of an order of Crusaders.
Oh. Laws of justice. Sadly, only one law can be active at a time. Granting your allies increased resistance to all elements. Huh. That is really good. Really, really good. I absolutely can't wait to play some co-op, like with a monk and a crusader. I just feel that the monk crusader combo would be way too good. And I'm not even joking when I say way too good. It just seems like those two classes would have such an amazing synergy between them, and that some of their skills just complement each other so well. It's gonna be fun. Now, I want to change consecration, so I'm going to, the second I can. And I think I'm going to stick with the whole Hammerden build, because it's working. I don't know if it's going to work that well against something like the Butcher or another boss, but at the moment at least, it's doing decent damage. I like the fact that I can attack and deal the damage from a range. Huh. Extra experience. Definitely equipping that. I've come to the conclusion that, you know, for the most part, it just makes a whole lot of sense to keep everything that grants extra experience on deaths equipped while you level in a character. I'm gonna give this, I'm gonna be really, really, really generous and give this axe to old Cormac. It just makes sense. Are we okay? Done and done. So, about that consecration. What'll I use instead? I kinda like Steed Charge, so I'm gonna keep that. There's a new Punish rune, so we're gonna try that out. Maybe we'll just put it in here for now. When you block with hardened senses active, your attack speed is increased. Okay, I'm not even gonna try that. It is such a boring passive effect. Shield glare? Maybe. There. Put that in there. Now, later on, perhaps I'll try that stuff, just to see what the effects look like. The other skills that even seem a little bit boring. But for now, I'm going to stick with what works. Because I want to try everything, of course. Primary skills generate an additional 3 wrath. I don't know. I don't know. I like fervor. Keeping it on. Get out of here. Watch me guess the absolute right path. I have been reasonably good at just finding what I wanted to find. Quick. Come on, drop me something decent. I don't know why. I don't know why, but I just like mounting up. I should do it much more often. That'll get me through these levels real quick. I'm gonna do it now. Right after I've picked this up.
Though my counsel begs me to reconsider, I will continue with the executions of those I find guilty of plotting against the kingdom. Perhaps they fear my eye will fall on them and discover their heinous, treasonous plans as well. Lazarus is the only one I can still trust.
Enjoy them.
So if it wasn't really clear, now it should be that Lazarus is the one doing all of this. But that was it. Between, what was it, 3 and 4, he lost it. And I would have loved to have seen more. Or heard more.
Good companions make courage easier to muster.
I know the feeling.
Kind words from Cormac. But I would have preferred... Ugh, that's grisly. Or would have liked at least to hear a little more about that whole backstory. I'm sure it's explained in some other book somewhere that I could probably pick up and read and not understand, because I didn't read all the other books. But I could always read some, like, you know, DLC. Imagine that. The Tale of Leoric DLC. Only $20. Man. I cannot think of a worse fate for Diablo. DLC. Goodness. Anyway. So I was right, I kind of found my way here quick enough. Does this increase my attack speed as well? As in, does it increase the cast rate of Blessed Hammer too? I was actually trying to ask, does it increase the cast rate, not the attack speed? Because I know it increased the attack speed, but theoretically, all of this would actually be considered spell casting and not attacking. So it would be kind of pointless using it if it didn't increase the cast rate as well. But whatever. Bust up in here and do this. Also, I didn't get to craft anything while I was in town because nothing seemed worth getting. Hey, girl.
I am Asilla, once queen to our beloved Leoric. My servants and I were consumed by his madness. Now I give you my blessing, champion, to release my people from their eternal torment.
I guess in some ways this has given you a bit of closure to the whole Leoric story, but it's not enough. I know it's greedy of me asking for more, but I do want more. There are a lot of things I want to hear more about in the Diablo world. I guess it must be so difficult for them to choose which stories they want to tell. They could have really gone anywhere with Diablo 3. Oh well. This is one of the coolest areas. I have spent way too much time down here before though, because we tried before to get the achievements that you can unlock here, and it's something like within a couple of minutes, and it really is only a couple of minutes, you need to free all the prisoners. It's really difficult. I mean, look how long it's taken me right now on normal mode with a character that I feel is incredibly powerful to just get one of the prisoners freed. Just one. I imagine trying to rush through all of them.
Freedom. At long last. Freedom.
I freed him and then I desecrated the area with my pox folds. Totally disrespectful.
Freedom. At long last. Freedom. What? Who dares?
Don't worry about it, Warden. Do not worry about it. You shall find out who dares soon enough. Can I just take them out from out here? This is brilliant. Oh man, look at them. Look at them huddling in the corner. Cowering in fear. I guess that is the only real valid response in this situation. Leoric's signet, how fitting. How fitting. I wonder if that's an updated version of it. Because it is reasonably good. Wow. Reasonably good for level 17. Bonus experience by 28%. So the bonus experience is the stuff that you get from kill sprees and stuff. You'll see some now. I'm going to run in here. I'm going to use this. I'm going to start swinging my hammers. And you'll see I'm going to have like a little kill streak or something. That's the bonus XP down there. But add in a ridiculous amount, like 28 or 30% to it. That's a little bit cray. So let's see. Is it going to pop up with a streak? Wasn't I meant to get a streak there? Or did it end abruptly a little earlier? No, I think the game is flawed at the moment. Something's obviously not working as intended. Does that seem right to you? That it didn't give me my streak? Oh well. Ain't no big thing. I don't need no streaks. I don't want no stinking streaks. I love this. I want more. I just want like a whole lot more. And come to think of it now, being surrounded, assaulted from all sides, I have not used a single potion in this playthrough. It's going even better than my previous playthrough with the Crusader. And although I didn't get to higher levels yet, and that might change, so I might start taking a lot more damage at some point. Let's gather some mobs up. Up until now, at least, nothing has been that difficult for me. Wow. Can we bust that door open? Oh, I was just too slow. So I got a massacre there, which is all good and fine, but I could have done better. I really could have. If I do another playthrough of this game when it launches, I'm gonna purposefully try chain a whole lot of kills together, do a whole lot of these sick moves, these fancy combos and stuff. And hopefully I'm not going to be doing it alone. That's going to make it even more entertaining. The only reason I'm not playing through this with other people at the moment is because they kind of tend to ruin a lot of it sometimes. If it's not people you know or people you have locally with you.
My servants are now free, but the curse over this place remains. Seek the warden at the dungeon center and end his evil forever.
You don't have to ask me twice. It would be an honor.
Here? Must I do this myself? So be it. Face me.
What a scary voice. What an absolutely terrifying voice. I keep triggering that silly steed charge for no reason. It doesn't really do anything for me. Huh. This worked out perfectly. Hey buddy. The one area I didn't explore ends up being where I need to go. I like it. So is there anything here that's a whole lot better than what I've got currently? For some reason, these parts where they come creeping up the walls and stuff always remind me of Lord of the Rings. That's a good thing, by the way. Because the Lord of the Rings movies always had an amazing feel to them, and I get that same feel here. I can't even pinpoint exactly what part of the Lord of the Rings.
And marshal Zakharum adherents. He taught them to channel the power of light in the same way that the newly founded paladins were being trained. But these recruits, these Crusaders, were given insight into the primal powers of Zakharum in a way no paladin ever was.
Does he keep talking through loading screens? That is something I would very much like to test. So, I want to give little old Cormac a shield. So maybe I'll make one. Let's disenchant a lot of this and make a shield. And who knows, maybe something else too. This is all high level stuff. I don't need it at this very moment. And as far as I can tell, none of this is going to be worth it. I mean, I'm already up at level 17, so some of this stuff here... Ooh, that's 16. Maybe I'll get this. I'll make one of these. Ooh, a shield. So that's for Crusader only, and I made one of those before. I need to find one that my friend here can use. Is this maybe... No, mine's good. There's no reason to get another one. Here. Is that really it? Well, it's gonna be better than what he's got right now. Unless it's got like terrible stats on it. No, it's pretty decent.
I will use this.
Ooh, that's not half bad. I will use this too. Craft. Salvage. Do it. Beautiful. We are done. And we are done. Was he just whining from down there? The scoundrel? Oh my goodness.
Uncle Deckard is gone forever. Remember the wonderful times we had together. Always off on another crazy quest. What will I do without him? He believed the stranger was an angel. But he is only a man. I always knew they were just stories. Uncle Deckard died for those stories.
That little wench. Come on, have a little faith in Juniper. Sweet Juniper Lee has you covered. But as I was trying to say before I was rudely interrupted, it seems like Mr. Scoundrel wants in on the adventuring, and maybe I'll bring him in at some point. Who knows, maybe I will. Halls of Agony, level 3. Should I? I think so. I shall partake in some glorious battle here. These are always the most frustrating thing ever. They just keep coming. And they take way too long. Can't they all come out at the same time? Ooh. Oh my goodness. This is gonna be crazy. Or not, or they're all just gonna die. Man. All I did there was run into the middle of them and right click. A whole lot. I right click a lot. I right click pretty much all the way through that. These hammers. These hammers are way too strong. Huh. Not worth using, but rather decent. I just love the physics. No ways. I'll take it. And shield glare? You spoil me. Zeal. No. No, I need to try Zeal. Zeal. Is this the Zeal from Diablo 2? If it is. Oh, if it is. Burning Wrath. The hammer is engulfed in fire and has a 25% chance to scorch the ground over which it passes. Enemies then take damage as they walk through it. Whoa, 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 whoa. That is way too cool. So, like, what? Am I going to see a visual effect of it scorching the ground? Maybe the ground here is not scorchable. I can't wait to try this out. And then there's shield glare. Uncertainty. Enemies caught in the glare have a 50% chance to be charmed. Okay, to fight for me. That's cool. Definitely take that. So Zeal, combined with the attack speed of Laws of Valor, that's going to be kind of fun. Isn't it? I think so. Now I just need a whole lot of enemies to fight. Come on. It still feels kind of slow compared to the hammers that I was tossing before. Hey guys. Come on. Let's do this. Wow. I mean, the damage is definitely there. And I guess with a faster weapon, the attack speed would be there too. They just keep on coming. There. Something's burning. I don't know if that was the ground burning or their corpses, though. Maybe it's bugged? I mean, generally, a skill like that would actually have some other visual markers. What do you guys think of Zeal? I mean, I like the idea of it.
If only this dark place had been destroyed along with its ruler.
I like the idea of it, but I much prefer Justice.